Okay. This just a quick message for any of my subscribers or random viewers, random watchers or whatever. You know, I'm gonna have to hold it up because it keeps falling down. And I wanted to get something across. It's been on my mind. It's weighing on me a little bit, here and there. And I just wanted to say something real quick to some of the people who could be watching me. Or even if it's just somebody random. Like, I just wanted to get my point across about, all the racism out here. Like, it's really bad. Like, I never thought we would, get to this. Or I never thought that I would be in an era where, like hangings and all that kind of stuff. Come on, man. Like the hangings and the hangings not just in Mississippi. And like they hanging the girls and the boys and hanging them from the tip of Virginia. The tip of Virginia where you're entering into like North Carolina. I think that's what, about 81 or something like that. And it's really disturbing me. Like, it's disturbing me because that's not who we're supposed to be anymore. There's got to be growth in the world, and there's got to be there's growth in the world, and it's electronics and elevation and technology, and that was in the past. Like, that was way back then. Like way back 1968. 1968 is when I was born, and there was a lot going on even in 1968. A lot of fighting and chaos and havoc and stuff like that. But I'm just like baffled at all the racism. Like it is really bad. Like, it's so bad, and we need to be mindful about who we are, because we are the United States of America. And for the people who don't know what United means, you can look it up in the dictionary, or what I did was ask Google, give me a definition of united. And so the definition of united is to come together. We got to look at our title. Like, we are the United States of America. Like, to which it stands, and so on and so on, that they don't do anymore. In the elementary school, you have to take put your hand over the cross and all that stuff, and make an oath. And I just wanted to say, for people who are not hip to it, like, what is the definition of united? And if you look in the dictionary, it says to come together. Like, what the hell are we talking about? We want to be the divided United States, so you want division instead of united. So that would mean we were the opposite. Do we have to change our name into to the divided States of America? Should we change our title to the divided states instead of the United States? Think about it. To come together, the division, the separation, the chaos, the hangings, and and the nigga this and the nigga that. And I'm like, boy, okay, this is a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much. And what I really can't understand is they snatching everybody off the street. You got to do it solo though. You can't do it. Y'all can't do this unless you a cop, unless you a sheriff, cop, or maybe like his other girl dated the guy and he had alternative motives. She gets over there to the island and he kills her. Unless you have alternative motives. And I'm almost really adamant at the fact that the black women are being targeted because of our brain. You see this, all this up here, all this knowledge. I really think that the black women are being, the black young girls too, are being targeted because of their knowledge. Like, you can't study us because we're not of the same cloth. You know, we try to work it out with y'all. We try to be civil and everything. We try not to, we just don't do stuff that y'all do. We don't get up in the morning and say, "Oh, I think I want to hang me a white person today." Or Latino. Yeah, a Jew. Yeah. We, black people, we don't do that. Okay? We are held to a certain caliber. And if you're invited to the cookhouse, you know that when you're invited to the cookhouse, you're invited to laughter and good food and jolly good time. And it's almost like you're jealous. Jealousy is a sin. I don't know if y'all know that or not. I mean, I don't know what Bible they've been reading out of, because you're supposed to be reading the Bible and the Word, and I just wanted to say, not to be sarcastic or anything, and I do really, really believe, I got a bad dream the other night, and usually when I have dreams, that usually means something, and the dream was about the snatching of the young girls, excuse my tummy, and the snatching of the women, and they try to, or they have been doing it, and I do believe it's jealousy, one, and two, it's the intellect. It's the intellect. Black women are very good inventors. They invent a lot of stuff. They can invent something that other people can't. Our thought pattern is different. We're just different. And most black women are scared of what God could do to us if we do walk around and kill somebody. The only time you really should, to really defend yourself is self-defense, But to get up in the morning and say, let me see who I can hang today. Let me see who I can, a badge of honor. Let me see who I can provoke today. It's kind of wicked, and I looked up the meaning of evil too. I looked up the meaning. I asked Google, give me their definition of evil. Slavery was in there. I'm gonna post it, and this is Webster Dictionary, so everything good with Webster, right? And I said, give me the meaning and the adjective. They said slavery was evil. EVIL, just in case you don't get it. Like Satan, like a demon, like demonic, like, do you know what Satan does? Do you know who he is? He was in the Bible, do you not know how to read? But Satan was evil, right? He wished evil on people, wished them to death, wished them to hangings, and injustices, and planning drugs on somebody, and chaos is Satan. Division and confusion and chaos is Satan, and division is divide and conquer. And if you divide everybody up and they all fight each other, that is evil. It's intentionally done. You're intentionally trying to do something demonic. And just in case you don't know. And God is like sitting up there watching all of us. And if you don't repent, it's going to be repercussions and consequences. Okay? Because nowhere in there in the Ten Commandments does it say, hate your neighbors and hang your neighbors and do evil to your neighbors. It do not say none of that in the Bible. It does say love thy neighbor. Oh yeah, it definitely says love thy neighbor, not your neighbor next door either. I'm like when we talk about neighbor, we talking about different countries. You know, we talking about different people. You know, love thy neighbor. It's one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not kill. So for the mind, I'm like, it baffles me to see, the ritual. It's a ritual when you wear the white sheet over your head, and it's a ritual. It's a ritual because there's nothing godly about it. Thou shalt not kill. What Bible are you reading from? I'm trying to figure out what Bible could be reading from when you go out here and hang somebody off a tree. What Bible are you reading from? News flash, like, what Bible are you reading from? I'm asking. What Bible? King James Version definitely don't say that. And it say love thy neighbor even if they purple, baby. Even if they purple, it say that. Okay? Jewish, love them. French, love them. Hey, baby. I'll be with you in a minute. Okay. And that's what it means. It don't mean because I'm black that you don't love me. Because that ain't what God had intended for us. I'm just trying to get where all the confusion. Like, it ain't rocket science what it says in the Bible. It's not rocket science. Yeah, I mean, y'all making it out to be something that don't exist. You did that back in the day. Back in the day, we're beyond that right now. We're not going back there. We're not turning up hands of time to go backwards. We in the midst of elevating and creating, designing. China got trains that probably get ready to fly. Okay, like the Jetsons. We don't go back. Like the Jetsons, you know how you watch the Jetsons, the cartoons. We're going into space. Okay, we can't go back to 19, whatever the hell you want to go back to, because you feel like that the black people too small. Oh, they talk too much. Who taught them how to read and write? Fuck that. We're beyond that. We're well beyond that. That was a long time ago. Baby, a long time ago. Okay? So when you're doing it, and y'all, even the Bible say, spy behind closed doors, like nobody knows what you're doing. Inspiring and sheriff's office, courts and all that stuff. Inspiring, what you gonna do? I gotta know. Yeah. 20 life. Even if you didn't know. Okay, so let me tell you something. God is sitting high and he is looking low, baby. Whatever you done did, you better repent. Quick. You better repent. 100%. Because it does not say about because I'm black, you're not supposed to love me. You're supposed to love me too. Latinos. It's like different. We just brand people. We are different. You get by to the cookout, baby, you gonna have a blast. How you gonna have a blast with us? We gonna feed you. We gonna dance with you. We gonna talk to you. Hey, we gonna cater to you for real. We are cut different. We not like y'all. I don't know what was the upbringing or even your upbringing way back 50, 60 years ago, and you just hold it to it, and that's where y'all want to be at, and that's where you want to stay at. But you gotta elevate. Okay, change. It's almost 2030. Can you believe that? It's almost 2030. That dang time when I seen that China had planes that could fly. Come on now, get with the program, United States. Because you're really the only country that's held back. Not as smart. With this stuff. Okay? Now, you can go to other countries and live, and you got to endure racism. How was that? We supposed to be all the high mighty. We supposed to be the best of the best. We the worst of the worst. Check how it resonates on that. You trying to bring up segregation again? You trying to go back? You can't go back. There's no such thing. You only could go forward. You know, it's almost 2030. They get ready to fly jets and dress with wings in the air and shit. The magic school bus probably get ready to come exist. Won't mean no school bus drivers. The damn bus gonna drive itself. Now, how the hell you gonna go all the way back to slavery? Y'all need your ass whipped. I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes y'all do need your ass whipped because, black people just